This is Dumbline, the podcast of dumb crimes and even dumber criminals. Hey, Allah, Avakgomen.
What?
That means hello, all welcome for our Swedish listeners out there. Because that's our fifth most popular country. So we'll give a little love to the Swedes.
Hi, Sweden.
Sweden. We got U.S., Australia, Canada, UK, and Sweden are the top 5 countries listening to the great Dumbline.
Yeah, you wonder if some of if I have some Swedish friends, I wonder if they're listening over there. Hello.
Välkommen.
Hello, Swedish friends.
Welcome to Dumbline. My name is Greg, joined by my guffing buddy Jason.
Hello, everybody.
And Philadelphia's pasta princess, Maria.
Hey, dummies. I like that name.
Yeah, all right. Flossers. I hate them. They're all over the curbs. Why do people floss with these plastic flossers and just throw them on the curbs, the sidewalks, as they're walking around? There's chunks of food on them.
Really? I don't look at them that close.
It's disgusting. It's so gross. Like, it's so
step on
gross.
that and walk in my house. What would make someone just take the flosser, get a popcorn kernel or something out, and just toss it?
I know.
On the sidewalk.
It's up there. It's like right up there with spit.
It is.
Yeah.
It's right up there with
right
spit.
Up there. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
But at least the spit is not plastic that's not going to degrade over. At least the spit dries up.
I agree. Like the spit goes away. That plastic thing will be there forever, and I got to sweep it up in front of my house.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I want loogies all over the sidewalk.
No, but
what the hell with these people in the flossers? They're in parking lots. Like, do you carry flossers with you?
No,
I have them, but I use them at home. Like
I have them at home too.
Yeah, use them at home.
Yeah, I wish I carry. Every time I go to the friggin' fucking movies and eat popcorn, I'm like, why didn't I bring a flosser?
Yeah.
I know every time with my aging teeth, I got a little gap between 1 or 2 molars.
Yeah.
Every time I eat popcorn, I'm like, why don't they have flossers at the popcorn? Any place at the ball game or movie that sells you popcorn, there should be a flosser attached to the outside of the bag.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
That is a really good idea.
Come on, let's get with it, people. A little marketing.
A biodegradable one.
Yeah, like one of those weird cardboard straws or whatever.
Yeah,
just throw a little
or something. You could do like a cardboard toothpick or something.
Yeah.
Give us a toothpick. Yeah, something. All right.
Just solving one problem at a time.
That's what we do here at Dumbline. All right, Maria, do you have a silly headline for us?
Sure do.
Extra, read all about it. Extra, read all about it.
This week's headline is from CBS, Farmingville, New York, February 19th, 2024. Man running Breaking Bad-style drug lab inadvertently turns himself in, New York authorities say. Long Islander Matthew Lashinsky called 911 to report a burglary. When police arrived, they discovered that Lashinsky was worried about a burglary at his meth and DMT lab.
Oh, come on, man.
So are they allowed to bust you if you call for that? Yeah? They can't ignore?
I would assume so,
I mean,
right?
if you're illegally manufacturing a very dangerous drug.
You're letting them into your house.
Was there anyone breaking in?
Apparently there was, but...
Somebody came in and stole all my drug money. That's like the people that call 911 when they get beat for pot.
Yeah.
Like they're like, I went to my drug dealer and he sold me oregano. Can you go arrest him? And they're like, what?
There are a lot of stories like that. It's so weird. So maybe even funnier is that Lashinsky has a LinkedIn profile that describes him as Chief Scientific Officer at Quantitative Laboratories, LLC, the name of his lab.
Wow, he's got an LLC.
Yeah, good for him. I mean, at least he's,
paying taxes.
At least he's trying to do it.
Yeah. Guy's legit something on the books.
Yeah. He's trying to make it work.
Yeah, man.
It's just not in the bottom of some, laundry place like Walter White.
Yeah.
Oh, Maria, I need something good, so please tell me you have a story to tickle my true crime itch.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
This is what happens when a greedy dum-dum lives in the land of make-believe. Sources for this story include an article by Toronto Life, which I'll cite at the end, the CBC, and Radio Canada.
I love Canada. Love Toronto.
Canada's a great place.
Yeah.
Karima Manji is born in 1964 in Tanzania and arrives in Canada when she's a child. By the time she's in her 20s, she's living in Iqaluit, which is part of an indigenous territory in the Canadian Arctic.
The Canadian Arctic, that sounds cold.
Very cold.
Toronto's cold. Yeah. Montreal's cold. Canadian Arctic.
Yeah. That's where she meets her future husband, Harry Hughes. Harry is separated from his wife, Kitty Noah, with whom he has 7 children.
Kitty?
Yeah.
Like it.
Though their relation...
7 kids?
He has 7 kids with his first wife.
And they live in the Arctic?
They live in an indigenous territory in the Arctic. Though their relationship doesn't last long, Harry's children have lasting memories of Karima. One of their sons recalls her hot temper and controlling nature. For example, when Harry is diagnosed with bone cancer, Karima prohibits everyone from visiting him, even his family.
That's usually a little problematic.
Yeah. It's a red I would say that's a red flag.
Giant flag.
Yeah.
Is he indigenous, Harry Hughes?
His wife is, Kitty Noah is indigenous.
Okay. Right.
So he married into the tribe.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Soon after Harry and Karima split, she moves to Toronto. Harry moves with his family to Ontario, where he dies in 1997. Once she's in Toronto, Karima meets Gurmail Gill.
What is this, the alliteration? Harry Hughes, Gurmail Gill?
Oh, maybe that's why she's marrying them. He's an Indian man with British citizenship.
What's his name?
Gurmail, Gurmail.
It's like your animals.
Yeah.
Gurmail.
Gurmail Gill. After
Gil, if I was his friend, you just call him Gil.
Yeah.
The way I'm rolling with Gurmail.
Or maybe you just call him Gur.
Gigi or
Gurgle.
Gil.
You could call him Gurgle.
Yeah, the mailman.
It's Gil.
After having a son with Gurmail, Karima begins working at March of Dimes, which in Canada provides all kinds of support to people with disabilities. She and Gurmail have twin girls, Amira and Nadia, in 1998, and as her family grows, Karima continues working for the March of Dimes. In 2015, one of her colleagues notices that a few of the organization's supplies, a grill and a fridge, have been redirected to Karima's address for delivery.
Come on, a fridge and a grill?
Yeah.
Come on. God.
Eventually, the
try something a little.
I know, you're just like redirecting it. Come on.
Eventually, go ahead.
For those paying attention, Gurmail is of Punjabi origin, meaning union with God.
Oh.
Okay.
I'd still call him Gil.
That's Indian in origin, right? Yeah. Punjabi.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Eventually, the organization discovers that Karima has been making purchases on behalf of the March of Dimes and keeping them, or buying extras, returning them, and keeping the money.
Oh, it's not a bad swindle. Man,
from the March of Dimes?
The March of Dimes.
She's stealing the March of Dimes.
Stealing from people with disabilities.
They help premature babies, the March of Dimes?
I'm kidding.
Even worse, Karima's been forcing tenants in March of Dimes housing to pay for repairs themselves and keeping the money.
This lady is horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
This is her backstory, by the way. This isn't the main thrust of the narrative. This is her backstory.
Jesus Christ. This person she's just horrible.
So all told, after she's fired, the March of Dimes learns that she has stolen $800,000 from the organization.
Holy shit. Does she go, do they prosecute her?
What are you talking about? You think it's a nice gig she's got going on here? Now you want her prosecuted? Jesus Christ.
She's arrested in 2016 for theft, forgery, fraud, and possession of property obtained by crime, and is sentenced to 2 years of house arrest.
What? That's it?
That's it.
So she's
also required to pay back the money.
I was gonna say, does she get to keep all that shit? She's probably like, oh, sweet.
How's she gonna pay that back?
I get to stay home for 2 years and enjoy all the stuff that I stole. Awesome.
Yeah.
That fridge I stole.
I'm gonna be grilling every night.
I got so much.
By the way, I work at a nonprofit. And I got to pay 800 G's back? That'll take 700 years. Yeah. You ever work at a nonprofit? I have. They don't pay anything. At least you got to pay 800 grand. There's no way that's happening.
There's no way that's coming back. And she gets to, just sit home and enjoy her stolen items.
So around this time, Gurmail...
George Foreman grill.
Yeah, she's got...
Around this time, Gurmail and Karima break up. What a surprise.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, this world never leaves the house.
Get out of there, Gil.
I need some free time. Jeepers, creepers.
I'm so tired of barbecue chicken and hot dogs.
She's on Amazon just looking for stuff to try and send to the house constantly.
So Karima actually pays back more than $500,000 to the March of Dimes.
Money?
How?
Maybe her husband.
What?
She pays it back.
But she only paid 500,000.
Is that all? 500 G's?
Still, that's more than half.
No. I agree, but she didn't pay it all back.
No.
She's still in the hole 300 G's, which is still a shit ton of money.
I don't know what they're. Is she still working? Where is she working? Is she still working at the March of Dimes?
No, she got fired.
So she's unemployed and she got 500
she's on
G's.
house arrest. She can't go to work.
OnlyFans?
What
year
Was there OnlyFans?
What year is this?
2016.
I'm sure there was
no, there
OnlyFans.
wasn't. Did she stash some money? Did she stash some money that they didn't
goods.
that they didn't
I guess
find?
she was returning items.
Did she stash?
I don't know.
and
Maybe
hide?
she did.
By the way,
Maybe
Jason's all proud of the scheme. These people help urgent maternal and infant health crises.
That's what they do in the United States. In Canada, they help people with disabilities. There are different missions in different places around the world. Yeah.
That sarcasm was poorly placed. I will admit that. These are the March of Dimes does great stuff. That timing was not great. I apologize for the bad timing. We're doing this live, guys. Sometimes they're not all gonna. They're not all home runs.
They're not all
home runs.
Yeah.
So, life after the fraud is difficult since she's paid all that back.
Imagine that's hard to get a gig.
And she begins rebuilding it with a low-paying job, which happens to a lot of people after.
All right. Well, she's trying to get back to it. I guess that's a little,
Yeah.
She's trying to do her thing.
Meanwhile, her daughters excel in school. Nadia plays soccer and represents Canada in the FIFA U17 Women's World Cup in 2014.
I mean,
that's under 17.
That's big. That's big news. Yeah. That's a big deal.
She becomes an NCAA Nikwa Radio. And becomes an NCAA athlete at Quinnipiac University in Connecticut.
Oh, Quinnipiac.
Love it.
Is that how you say it? Quinnipiac?
Yeah, Quinnipiac.
I love making some Quinnipiac bets.
Yeah, Quinnipiac has been a March Madness Cinderella a couple times where they've made it in, and Quinnipiac. It's fun to say too.
It is, unless you're trying to learn other indigenous words at the same time, and then you get tongue tied on every single one and terrified that you're going to say something wrong.
What are those Quinnipiac mascots? What is that?
I don't know. We can find out.
Yeah.
What conference are they in?
I don't know.
Okay,
they're in the MAC.
Oh, okay.
Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. A little MACtion.
Max.
Good Lord.
You're talking about degenerate game.
What are they? The Quinnipiac.
It's Boomer the Bobcat. They're the Bobcats.
The Quinnipiac Bobcat.
Boomer hasn't aged well for them. Amira is studying civil engineering at Queen's University in Ontario and serves in the Canadian Armed Forces Reserve.
Wow, Queen's University, Ontario.
Yeah.
I wonder if the people, not to be confused with Queen's University, New York.
Well, this is Queen apostrophe S, and there's Queen's College in New York.
That's what I was.
Quinnipiac undergraduate 6,841.
That's sizable.
Yeah, it's a nice size.
Their older brother is studying in the UK. So the scam.
So these guys are smart kids.
They're smart, high-achieving kids.
Yeah, it's good.
They weren't there when she pulled the scam with the March of Dimes, so it's possible they have no idea this happened.
What do you mean they weren't there?
They were all studying away. They were at school.
Oh, all right.
So they might not even know what happened at all. She was just on house arrest, so it's possible they didn't know anything.
Well, this Queen's University in Kingston, enrollment 28,000.
Wow, that's big.
School.
That's probably
really
like a
big.
public Canadian school, like a public
Their
school,
mascot?
right? What's their mascot?
Boo-hoo the Bear. They must be the Bears.
The Bears.
Okay.
That's kind of weak.
Yeah, boo-hoo the Bear. It's like, were they always losing?
Yeah, boo. It's not good.
Boo-hoo.
Is he crying?
Boo-hoo the Bear.
Boo-hoo the Bear. Yeah, that's bad.
We won.
Boo-hoo.
So Karima's next effort involves her daughters directly. In Canada, there is a population of 69,000 Inuit people who are the indigenous people of the Arctic. People with Inuit heritage are entitled to assistance and awards from associations that review and approve their eligibility.
I got a picture of Boo Hoo the bear. Please look this up, everybody.
Oh.
It was in a tartine vest and Jeff hat with like a raccoon cat burglar.
Can I see one of your photos? Oh, sweet Pete, what is that?
Oh,
How would you
my
describe it
God.
to the listeners?
I would say that if one of the chipmunks had a baby with the Hamburglar, it would be this guy.
With the beret? Is that a tartine? What is that? Is it
tartan.
It's tartan.
Tartan, yeah.
Tartan.
Tartine is a like a toast dish.
my
That's
bad.
delicious.
Okay. Tartan is the pattern?
Tartan's the pattern, yeah.
Fancy Boo Hoo the bear.
Boo the bear is he is a fancy boy because he's crying all the time.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It is very
He's got
bad.
a bow tie.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna start this part over because this is sort of the important part of the story,
Oh,
and it
sorry
got
about that.
interrupted with Boo Boo the bear.
Everybody
Boo-Hoo the
pay
bear.
attention.
That's okay. No, I'm not.
Everybody pay
Look
attention.
busy. Maria's serious now.
Everybody pay attention.
Thought this was a comedy podcast.
Yeah, everybody pay attention. The good stuff's coming. So,
Shut up. It's not.
so
Oh my God.
her scam was involving.
Sit up straight.
Yep,
Okay.
assistance. They're eligible for assistance.
Who is?
Yeah. See? Okay.
They
In
are.
Canada, there is a population of 69,000 Inuit people, indigenous people of the Arctic. Okay,
The
great.
Arctic?
The Arctic.
Who is?
Yeah.
The Arctic. I say Arctic.
Arctic.
I do. It is spelled Arctic.
Oh, I didn't hear the hard C.
ARCTIC.
I just heard Art Dick.
That's not what I said.
You sure?
I'm positive. I said Arctic.
We're all right. We'll play
Okay.
it back.
People with Inuit heritage are entitled to assistance and awards from associations that review and approve their eligibility. According to Toronto Life, quote, for Inuit who are from Nunavut, which is the northernmost Canadian territory, to access such assistance, they must be enrolled in the Nunavut Agreement of 1993, which recognizes the vast land as their traditional territory. Successful enrollment comes with certain rights, including the ability to vote in local elections, supplementary health benefits, the use of Inuit-owned lands, and eligibility for various grants and bursaries. Children adopted by non-Inuit families can also apply for enrollment. So Karima claims that Amira and Nadia are adopted. And here comes the dumb.
Oh.
She chooses the name of a woman in Akuluet, but that woman actually serves on the approving committee. So her
Man, that is
application
some
is denied.
bad luck.
That's I mean,
Now,
you
what are the
gotta-
odds of that?
You got to at least look up the people that are approving this to
At
understand.
least, like, if you're going to use a
Yeah.
name, use a LinkedIn
Yeah.
as name.
Yes.
See where they work.
Yes.
I mean, this takes like
That's-
17 seconds on Google search.
It shouldn't even
Firefox
take
or whatever you
it
use.
shouldn't even take that long.
No, it's
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
What are the odds? What are the
I was
odds?
just going to say that.
1,000,000 to 1. It's 1,000,000 to 1, Doc.
She resubmits her application, naming her first husband's ex-wife, Kitty Noah, as the birth parent of her twins. So the committees review applications in batches every 6 months. They might have forgotten about it, but it
Yeah.
feels like something you wouldn't forget about.
Yeah.
Since Kitty is now homeless, NTI, the organization that approves enrollment, did try to contact her to confirm Karima's claim, but failed.
Ooh, so it's almost
Kitty's
like
got
it's
seven kids and is homeless?
Yeah.
Oh man, that stinks. So they're trying. So I want.
What's
So
Gurmail doing? He's got a homeless ex-wife and kids?
No, Harry Hughes is
Harry- that was Harry
He's
Hughes.
dead.
Oh,
He
my bad,
died.
my bad,
Yeah, he
my
died,
bad.
yeah.
All right. Sorry, Gurmail. Sorry, Gil.
I mean, so I would assume that like there's just like a default judgment because they can't really prove anything.
They kind of err on the side of it's true because they
Yeah.
can't confirm
Yeah,
anything.
you can't be like you're lying.
Yeah. Because who would do that?
Yeah, because who would do that? Who would try to take advantage of government programs and
Yeah,
subsidies?
nobody I know.
I don't know.
Amira and Nadia are approved in 2016, and Amira begins to win scholarships for Indigenous people.
How much money are we talking?
All told, about $160,000.
Jesus Christmas.
Is she the soccer player?
Amira is, Let me check.
I would think the soccer players getting scholarships if they're on the FIFA under 18 team and stuff.
I figured she would be okay.
Nadia is the soccer player.
So that's probably she probably doesn't need those grants because she's getting scholarships through.
Well, they receive other funds too.
Quinnipiac.
She still receives other funds. They receive funds in 2020 and 2021 from the NTI.
Okay.
So in 2020, Karima, Amira, and Nadia launch Canada Trade Company, which sells Indigenous people's products.
What did you say it's called?
Canada, Kanata.
Wow.
Which is apparently there's a sort of urban legend about that being the way that the land was pronounced by the Inuit people, and that's how Canada became named Canada.
Okay.
But I read some stuff where that's kind of a myth. It's not true.
Kanata.
Kanata. Canada.
Kanata. Canada.
You say Canada?
I say
Canada. Canada.
Kanata.
They claim that 100% of the profits will be dedicated to Inspire, an organization that provides scholarship funds to Indigenous students.
And that was a lie. Turns out that was a lie.
You get an account. You can find an account that'll make you have zero profits at the end of every year. It's not hard to do.
And the lie detector test says that was a lie.
We paid Karima as an ad consultant $37,000 a month. Weird. We didn't make a profit.
So that's the organization. That's the exact fund that provides money to Amira and Nadia. And they're saying they're paying them back. The company soon gains a lot of media attention, and Amira serves as the face of the company. But the attention backfires when online sleuths get suspicious and start digging into their story.
Nice work, online sleuths.
We do not fuck with the online sleuths.
I love the online sleuths.
Don't fuck with the internet.
No.
Somebody will fucking get you.
Always wins.
Yeah. The internet is undefeated.
Yes. So for one thing, notes Toronto Life, the Inuit community is extremely proud of the success of its people. Some members of the community begin to wonder why no one knows Karima and her high-achieving daughters, especially one that represented Canada in a FIFA Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
The Gills are quickly identified as, I love this term, pretenduit.
That's great.
Oh, wow.
That's great.
The term for those lying about their Inuit heritage.
Oh, that's great. They probably hate the true Inuits probably hate pretenduits.
Yo, I would not mess with that. There's got to be some kind of
bad. Yeah. I'm more
some kind of rituals sending bad luck your way and stuff.
Yeah. Fuck them, on top of that, it's like Aloiks or whatever that was. I'm worried about this. No way.
Well, on top of that, you're taking money from an extremely marginalized group that's been highly. I don't know if you have ever read anything about the First Nation people of Canada, but there was horrible oppression in the late 20th century in Canada. Okay. So they are due way more than anything they're getting, and people are draining money away from them. It's awful.
And then it's somebody that claims to be one of their own is doing it to them. You know what I mean? Doing it to the community.
Well, the community knows they're not real.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean? Under the impression.
She's Tanzanian, right? She's not.
Yeah.
She's Tanzanian. Yeah. She had twins with an Indian man.
Yeah.
So there's probably some like ethnic ambiguity.
Yeah, she's just adjacent. Yeah.
And here comes more dumb. A freelance journalist finds Nadia's student-athlete profile on which her birthplace is listed as Mississauga outside Toronto.
It's a big suburb outside Toronto, yeah.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. The journalist tweets about the fact that Canada Trade Company is not Indigenous-owned. He also goes to the Canadian Council for Aboriginal Business, which tells him that if Amira has a card confirming her enrollment, then she must be Indigenous. Further, one of the people who has been following them closely on social media messages Canada Trading Company. Now I can't remember how to say it.
Canada
Trading Company's
Canada
Instagram account to ask whether their heritage is really Indigenous. Someone from the company replies by saying, "It's a long story."
You know what?
So if you're going to pretend to it, tell the long story.
It's a long story. I can't really type, It's 4:30. I get off in about 10 minutes. Like, I don't have time to write this email.
Eventually, in 2023, word gets back to Kitty Noah's family that she has been named the biological mother of Amira and Nadia. The NTI finally contacts Kitty's son, who denies the connection. Following the NTI taking the very basic steps to confirm the Gill's heritage, Nadia, who's working at a law firm of all places, and Amira, who works for a firm that handles Canada's infrastructure and environment, both lose their jobs.
Just do they know about it? Do the girls?
Unclear. It's unclear.
It seems like these girls. Why would they risk their? They're in really good shape. Like this girl's playing under 17 for the Canadian team. Like they're both very smart.
Well,
like,
but they opened a trade company that claimed to give money to Indigenous people.
But maybe they trust their mom. I mean, their mom has been lying about this shit forever. Maybe their mom lied to them. You would hope that they would not be involved in this.
Yeah.
Well, especially at their age, like under 17, were they criminal masterminds?
Well, they're out of college now.
Okay. But yeah, just you would hope, I guess. I don't know, but it is unclear.
It's semi unclear.
Okay.
We'll see. Amira emails a reporter who has contacted her and states that she and Nadia had gotten their enrollment cards when they were very young, which is not really true. They got them in high school, later high school probably. She also avoids answering the question directly by highlighting all the good she and Nadia have done.
All right. Well, that's a little
fishy.
That's a little sus.
Yeah. Kitty's family, though, demands an investigation and releases a statement that says in part, quote, "Our mother is a vulnerable person who may have been exploited. It is our priority at this time to protect her dignity and to support our family, as this has been an unexpected and stressful experience. Our family has not asked to be part of this conversation, but we have been brought into it. We are seeking truth, justice, and accountability."
What else are they going to say is their mom?
Right.
They have to.
Yeah.
In March 2023, NTI asks the Gills to submit proof that one of their birth parents is Inuit, but the family does not respond. And in April 2023, the NTI rejects the twins' enrollment altogether. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police launch an investigation.
Mounties.
The Mounties.
Mounties.
These guys on horses launch an investigation.
Oh, these their sharp red jackets.
Yeah.
Camel skin hats.
Yeah, they
sharp
only
uniform.
use laptops while they're mounted on horses.
I love the one movie Canadian Bacon where the Mounties pull them over, and there's all these stuff on the side of the van that says like "fuck Canada, Canada sucks," and they're like, you have to have these insults in both English and French, and they have to write all the insults in French before they can like take off again.
It's amazing. Though the trade company no longer operates, a new business pops up, HOIF Trading Post, and Karima and Amira are listed as its proprietors.
Do we know what that stands for, HOIF?
No, I don't. It kind of popped up and then disappeared, so there's not like a whole bunch of information about it.
It sounds like they're in on this. Unless mom is opening the stuff in their names to cover herself.
It does seem like that.
Yeah.
In September 2023, Karima, Amira, and Nadia are charged with 2 counts of fraud. In total, the mother and daughters have received $160,000 in education funds that should have gone to Inuit students, not to mention the profits they probably made through the Canada trade company.
Do they have to pay that back?
Yes.
Good.
When Karima pleads guilty to 1 count of fraud over $5,000 in February 2024, charges against Amira and Nadia are dropped, since there's no hard evidence that confirms that they knew they were involved.
Okay.
On June 27th, 2024, Karima Manji is sentenced to 3 years in federal prison and must repay the remaining funds. She's already paid back $130,000.
Man,
These people all got cash.
So why is she stealing?
I don't understand.
If she has access to this much
That's
cash.
what I don't understand. She's paying it back. Why do this in the first place? She's like, I'll
still
try
with
this.
Gil?
No, Gil left her when she got the March of Dimes nonsense happened. NTI
That's
has
crazy.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, she's repaid over $500,000.
Gs.
Yeah,
maybe that's the difference between Canadians and Americans. Canadians pay back their fraud, and Americans are like, I don't have any money.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm spending it all on ramen noodles in prison.
It's Canadian dollars. It's like 150 G's.
Well, that's the
No, Canada,
that's
we
the
love you.
that's the thing too. It might only be like $20-$30.
Stop it. NTI has since also implemented more.
We do love Canada, but they're third on our list. Let's get it together, Canada. Australia, there's more Australians listening to us than Canadians.
Yeah.
this one should really boost us here.
Yeah, Australia. Australia's half a world away. You guys are our northern neighbors.
Hey,
come on, we support your. Oh man, we're Oilers supporters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these two are Oilers supporters.
Come on,
man. We're all over this lady taking advantage of a good organization.
Yeah, it is a good one.
NTI has since implemented more safeguards in its review process for Inuit enrollment. And the article from Toronto Life is The Great Pretenders, How Two Faux Inuit Sisters Cashed In on a Life of Deception by Sarah Trelevan.
F-A-U-X, faux?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Ooh.
It was published in the March 2024 issue of Toronto Life.
It was in March?
Yes.
Interesting.
So, I mean, recapping the dumb, don't pick a woman who's on the committee to submit your initial application.
Well, I mean, this whole thing is.
How does she randomly pick that? Is it a common name? Is it like.
Yeah, what was the
Kathy
name? Do we
Smith?
know the name? Like,
No, I didn't include the name.
Gotcha.
It might have been in the article, but I don't even think it was.
But yeah, but then also like it just you shouldn't take advantage of these services, and it sucks that eventually she's dumb enough to get caught, but like she took all that money away from somebody else. She sucks.
Yeah, she does suck.
I mean, if you do it once, I mean, she does it again.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Like, why would she paid back $600,000?
She's making money doing something.
Doing something.
I wonder if she's skimming more and she's not.
Well, that's
they haven't
the thing,
found
like,
all of it.
Well, that's
so she's just banking it. She's not spending it.
I don't know.
But she's got to. I'm assuming they probably ask questions when you show up, like, where are you getting this money? If she goes to pay this back with like $100,000 in cash, like, where did you get this? I just had it. Don't worry about it. I'm paying my fines. You can't ask me where I got this. Like, I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. I really don't.
That's why she's on Dumbline, because she's a dummy and we don't get it.
Also,
it makes no
if you
sense.
don't want to poke the online sleuths, then don't double down and make a company that's selling 100% indigenous, produced products, the profits of which are going to go back to an indigenous organization.
She's probably buying products from China.
Yeah,
probably.
Don't make that claim. We had another episode where it was like 5% of the profits went to something, and they didn't pay that. Like, if you're going to make that claim, you better do it, because people are going to find you 100% of the profits.
Yeah.
It's just never any profits.
So it's. Yeah, because we're making $200. I make $200,000 a year. After my salary, there's no profits left.
Yeah, I mean, we hear it all the time. These movie companies, they give the actors back end on profits. Like, sorry, we spent $579 million on marketing. There's no profit.
Yeah, we made no profit.
Yeah,
get out of here.
Come on, your kid's got a free boat to Quinnipiac. Jesus,
I know.
Yeah, I mean, your kids are smart, just like
they're smart. They're smart, Mikey. They're smart.
Well. Glad she's
Karima sucks.
Yeah, she does suck.
Glad Gil got out of there. What's Gil up? Gil's probably thriving right now.
He probably is.
Boo-hoo Bear show up and taunt her in jail.
Boo-hoo Bear. Everyone, Boo-hoo Bear's going to be your pet, get you pepped up.
Yeah,
can't be Boo-hoo Bear. Unless
he looks
Boo-hoo
very
means something
reserved.
Boo-hoo.
He's in like a suit.
Bear. It's Boo-hoo Bear. All right, Jason, tell people where to find us.
All right. We're on, I'm all fired up about this one. I don't know why. But you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We are Dumbline Podcast. And as always, please rate and subscribe and share and tell your friends to listen and do all of it.
You don't know why you're fired up. They're taking money from March of Dimes and indigenous people.
Yeah, they are.
At least take money from some rich white folks.
Yeah.
Healthy, rich white folks. If you're going to scam people, that's the ticket.
Yeah,
you get some sympathy. You get jurors to believe. You get side with you a little bit there.
You
got no chance taking it away from March of Dimes or indigenous people.
You're screwed.
Yeah, that's a bad PR move if you get busted.
Yeah. All right.
It's time for Get to Know Maria. Get to know Maria.
Get to know her.
Maria, give us your favorite dance of these three. The Dougie, the Running Man, or the Cabbage Patch?
Oh, the Cabbage Patch.
Oh, you're a Cabbage Patch
I like Cabbage Patch.
Oh,
there you have it.
Wow, I like it.
Dum dum dum.
No, that's not true. I like that. I just forgot what sound effect button was which sound effect button. I was looking for this one. Here we go.
There it is.
All right, everybody. Thanks for spending your time with us as usual. My name is Greg.
And I'm Jason.
I'm Maria.
Take it easy.
See you, everybody.
Bye, dummies.